You know what's wild? Is that you can use perfect grammar and still sound kind of robotic, or like you sound like a book. That's something that is a very common like comment. What's the difference between like sounding more natural and sounding more robotic or like a book? It has to do a lot with intonation and how we say things, like the music. You know, you probably had teachers at some point, algún profe en la uni o algún profe en algún punto de su vida, que ustedes han visto algún video inclusive en donde la persona es medio monótona para hablar y todas las cosas que dice las dice con el mismo tono, entonces se vuelve medio aburrido. Versus having someone, they're going to use their intonation and music in a way that is engaging and is fun, and you have pauses that are interesting. So that's also very useful for communication, and it's also very useful for speaking section of exams, especially the ones that are one-on-one. For TOEFL, you actually have to record yourself answering questions. That's different. But for the rest of them, for the rest of the exams, the speaking section is actually talking with a person. So you can talk and you can express yourself in a more natural way. And I think intonation can really imply more information than just what you're saying, just the words. There's one example I really like, which is, I didn't say we should hire him. If you see this sentence, what happens is that depending on your intonation, depending on your stress es el acento donde acentuamos. Nosotros cuando hacemos una oración acentuamos algunas palabras más que otras. Las palabras que tienen más significado en general. So if you say that sentence and you change the word that we stress every time, you're going to have different meanings. What do I mean? For example, if I say, I didn't say we should hire him. I didn't say we should hire him. I am emphasizing that we. So basically, I'm clarifying that is not what I said. That's not what I intended to say. Maybe I said that he is a good candidate, but I didn't say we should hire him. That's not what I suggested. Or, for example, I can clarify and stress him. If I stress him at the very end of the sentence, I can say, I didn't say we should hire him. Maybe that's not the person I selected or the person I suggested. It's another person. So this information is only present in intonation if you're talking. It's there. That's also why sometimes when we're speaking, we have extra information because we are there. We can add information. We have our facial gestures, you have your expressions, you have other things. But when you're writing, you're not there. So you have to be sure that you are more clear. That's an important thing to bear in mind when you're practicing writing. You're not there to clarify things. So you have to be as clear as possible. Even if you think that is extra information, maybe it's not. If it's not explicit anywhere else, you have to say it. So yeah, just things to bear in mind if you are practicing or if you are preparing an international exam that could be useful. It's just that, bear in mind these things. Intonation is really important. Stress, what words you stress are going to make your speech more natural and more fluent. And when you're writing, remember to include everything. You're not there to make clarifications when they are correct in your writing.